Good evening, family. How are y'all doing on this rainy Monday? Um, I felt like it was a good time to post. I have my sage candle lit, and I'm trying to take a chill pill and relax. Um, I was checking in on this crazy weekend. We know it to be Father's Day weekend, but there were so many other things that were happening in our nation. So I just wanted to come in and, like I said, just check in. Um, I was fortunate to be able to spend some time with my family, my dad, my mom. I got him what I felt like were some really thoughtful gifts that he could utilize. Um, and I got him some cards. The cards this year were kind of like, ugh, but I was able to find some good cards. Me and the boys were able to find some really good cards for their pop pop. We did that. Then we went and got something to eat. I checked in with my children, my boys, just as the school year is ending, just to see how they're feeling. Because my spirit is heavy, and it's heavy because of all the different things that are pulling at it. Um, I try to be aware and abreast of what's going on in our world. But with everything that is happening, it is very heavy. And so, because of the heaviness, I shared with you guys two decks of cards that I already shared in the first video. It's the Rest deck by Trisha Hershey, the Nat Ministry, and then also You Got This deck of cards. And so, as I was shopping for my dad, I came across two more decks that I felt like I should get. The first one is the Dreamers deck, and this is 40 affirmations for pursuing your dreams. And the second one is 100 mindful prompts. And this is for self care and stress relief. Um, I have been trying to find ways to reduce my stress. I have been intentional these last couple of months about self care and what that looks like for me. Because I am feeling like my anxiety is going through the roof. Um, and it's, everyday things. Things are happening routinely. The children are on summer break as of today, and just trying to find ways to connect with them, trying to find ways to keep myself grounded, trying to find ways to stay connected to those in my circle. I am grateful for my circle because I have girlfriends that are like, listen, you need to take time for you, need to take some time off. I'm grateful for some of my colleagues because they are also regurgitating that same saying just for me to take time off for me. So that is in the works. Going to my doctor's appointments. I went and got my hair done. I went and got my nails and feet done. So I'm just trying to incorporate things that are helping me to um, calm my nerves and have less stress. Um, and so I just wanted to come by and just check in with everybody because this channel, it really is about being well, being whole, taking care of yourself, mind, body, spirit, the collective person. So I really want to just always remind you guys to take care of yourselves as we're seeing things that are unprecedented take over our news and our world. And, it's very close to home. Some things are hitting very close to home. Um, so I just want to encourage you guys just to take it moment by moment. My girlfriends, we may be able to go and do like a yoga class for beginners. We may be able to do um, go to the farmers market. I have another girlfriend that she's like, yeah, come go with me to the farmers market. So all things that are healthy and making us feel well and making us feel good, because right now the circumstances in our country does not feel good. If you have eyes to see, if you have ears to hear, if you have a heart to have empathy and feeling for people, this does not feel good. And while all of these things are happening, our America is like, keep going to work, keep going to school, keep doing. And it's like, we have to find some kind of balance because of all this craziness that is happening in the midst of. I kind of just sometimes want to crawl up in my ball of myself and just be there and not have to go out and do anything. But I still got bills to pay. I still have children to take care of. I have a roof that I need to maintain over top of me and my children's head. I have a vehicle that needs to be paid for, that needs to be gassed up, that needs to have insurance. I have insurance for myself and my children that need to be paid for. So for me just to sit on the sideline and not do anything, it's not plausible because so many other people, things are dependent and contingent on me getting up and going to work every single day, Monday through Friday, and sometimes on the weekends. So I am going to pick a card from two of my decks and I'm going to share them and see how they resonate with me. And hopefully, with them resonating with me, that will give you some insight and that will give you some thought process as to how you're feeling and what you need to do for yourself and those that you're connected to. So, let's do this, okay? Let's do this. Let's do this. I am interested to see what these cards have to say and give us insight on, okay? Or at least me. And I try, like I said, I try to sell for Amazon. I do. But they do have really great things. I'm also going to try to look into Etsy because I saw some really cool things on Etsy. So I'm going to look on there as well. But the first deck that I'm picking from is the Dreamers deck. Um, and as you can hear, it's some really peaceful music that I felt like was needed just to just kind of like end the rest of our day, the craziness of this crazy Monday. I had a chill for the most part weekend. I was able, like I said, to spend time with my parents, and I'm grateful for that because I know some people don't have parents, they don't have their mom, they don't have their dad. This is the first time that I don't have any of my grandparents, and I don't have my grandfathers. I don't have my great grandmother, and I no longer have my maternal or paternal grandmothers. Um, their spirit, you know, what they left, their essence, I still have that, but I no longer physically have them. So that's different for me. That's different for my parents as well, them not having their parents. So it's a little different. So let's see. I'm just going to pick a card and I'm going to read it and see how it resonates with me. And maybe in it resonating with me, it'll give you some inspiration and motivation and peace, you know? So, this Dreamer's deck. This is my card. It's pretty, isn't it? This is my card. I'm going to read it for you guys. I'm going to read it. My card says, I know that nothing bad lasts forever, even when my emotions tell me otherwise. I am never stuck. Mm. Let me read that one more time. I know that nothing bad lasts forever, even when my emotions tell me otherwise. I am never stuck. Whew. I think we can all agree that we needed that. With everything, like I said, that's happening, that's coming in the pipe, it's so much news that this does not feel good in our spirit and our hearing and our seeing. And it does something to us mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And so, knowing that there will be an end in sight, holding to that, believing that there will be an ending to all of this madness at some point, is what I'm going to choose to hold on to. And so while I'm waiting, while we're trying to navigate the situation, I'm going to remain positive. I'm going to keep my head on a swivel. I'm going to do things that allow me to take a breather, that allows me to take a break. I'm going to do those things. I'm going to stay connected to those people, places, and things that allow me to feel that peace and that serenity, until we get to the other side. When we're going to get to the other side, we have no idea. But I'm going to trust and believe in the spirit and the universe that better days are coming. Better days are coming. Ashe. And so I have my other deck that I'm going to pick from as well to help me be mindful and positive and get out of my own way and get out of my own head. I'm going to pick from that as well to see how that card, and I often say the cards, I don't pick the card, but the card picks me. This one has two sides to it, which I think is really cool. So it's a lot to chew on and think about. So I'm going to see what this card says. And we're just going to take it, moment by moment. I say we're not taking things day by day. We're taking things moment by moment. And do what we can do, and the rest is called leftovers. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Um, let's see what this card. Which card picks me? Which card is gonna pick me? Which card is gonna pick me? Yes, 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 yes. Whew, I have Zen. Zen is something like I said on the front and something on the back. Yeah. So the light side says everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. The person that said that was Marcus Area Aurelius. I'll say that again. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. The bottom says, live today with a light heart and a smile. What others say is not the end all, be all truth. Read that one more time. Live today with a light heart and a smile. What others say is not the end all, be all truth. It's better to never, wait a minute. It's better never to question every lesson that's in store. Who said that? Mac Miller. Why me? Why now? Let go of the I associated with these questions. Move forward with the lessons learned. So, with everything that we're dealing with, um, let's not ask why me, why now. Let's figure out what the lesson is at this particular point so that we can learn from it. And with learning from it, it offers us a broader perspective to see the bigger picture. Because there's always a bigger picture. It's not just about us. It's about us, but it's not just about us. It's about people that we're connected to, people, places, and things. Our connections are so important. And we carry these lessons with us as we're going through on our journey, um, and the hope that we become better, not bitter. I am choosing to, with everything that has happened, good, bad, and different, learn my lessons and not allow it to become bitter within me, but to become better. Um, this life, this journey that we're on is not easy. It's filled with ups and downs, ins and outs, things that we have never experienced before, and hopefully some things we will never experience again. Um, but I am choosing, I am choosing to move forward with the lessons learned so that with my lessons learned, I'll be able to get through to the other side. I'll be able to enjoy my journey, making it a little bit more sweeter. No, it's not all good, but it's not all bad either. And I'm choosing to shift my perspective. This is what my channel was about, shifting your perspective. Is the half glass half full or half empty? I am choosing to look at the glass as having something that's going to sustain me because I need to have sustainability. I need to be able to move forward in this life. I need to acknowledge the dreams and the goals and the aspirations that I have. And with the goals and the dreams and the aspirations that I have, acknowledge that while I am not at the said goal, dream, or aspiration, I'm not at the beginning either. And there are some goals that I have gotten, I have come past. There was a time that I didn't have my master's degree. There was a time that I didn't own my home. There was a time that I was still taking classes for my doctorate. There was a time where I was frustrated in my doctoral process. So all of those things have been able to, um, I've been able to circumvent and get over, move past to get to this place in time. And nothing happens by accident. And even if we feel like, oh, that was a bad move, that wasn't the best move, I should have done something different. I choose to believe that I'm right where I need to be at this particular time. And so let's do a personal inventory of where we are. And if where we are, we're not happy, let's figure out what we can change, what we can modify so that we can get to the other side. Um, we didn't get in the dark, deep, bad place overnight. We're not going to get out of it in a day. Um, I am choosing to speak life. I am choosing to be positive. I am choosing to press forward. And I want you all to press forward with me on your own individual journeys as we take it moment by moment, step by step, acknowledging that we're closer to where we want to be than where we used to be. Get what I'm saying? So, take a deep breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. We are breathing in fresh starts, new beginnings, fresh ideas, and we are blowing out negativity, stinking thinking, and things that do not elevate us. So we're going to breathe in and breathe out. One more time, I'm going to breathe in and then I'm going to let it go. So, happy Monday. I hope that that does something for you. Until the next time. Peace.